And, Coach, we are down on the Bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen, and he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here's Jackson. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
To throw on second down is Newton. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Newton. Open man is Westbrook, complete. Powering his way forward. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Now Newton on first down. Forced out to his left. Oh, some strong running. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
They'll run it now. This is Chuck Hendrick West. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Let's rock now. Set 180. Get it up.
Here's Newton now on second down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back into 24. Calais Campbell able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. The Saints with an extra defensive back here on third on the field.
Could they blitz?
Out of the gun, Newton. Steps away to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
4 now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
76. 76. Hard ball.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And a gain there of 11 yards. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
5. Salanai. 180.
Out of the gun. Gone. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's 3 yards. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's McKenzie. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Gun.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter. From the 50, Newton. Setting up the screen for West. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Newton to throw. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Again, Newton. He hits West underneath. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Charkandrick West, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
76.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Left side caught by Diggs. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Super one. Jester. Tiger.
They go play action here on first down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Lutz with the extra point. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it? It
certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now Goff on first down. Flush to his right. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
To throw on second down is gone. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And just like that, it's third down. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first and 10, Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw on second down. Newton over the right side, caught by Moncrief. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Newton takes it himself. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. Now a toss. This is West. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes are being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
To throw on second down. Newton. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. Well, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And he's got Moncrief. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Newton now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's first and 10. Newton now to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Now it's Newton. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down.
We're good.
After the interception, here's Gone. Going deep for Hopkins. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intent. Receiver. That'll bring up second down. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. This is Cohen. So we come upon, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Gun. Set. 180.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Here we go. Gun. Gun.
From the gun, here's Newton. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Do some. Hey. You got 3. Set.
To throw on second down is Newton. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And they'll run it here. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Right back to him on first down. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll try the air now with Newton. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 3rd down. It's West, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And Lutz puts this one through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
They've got his man complete. That one goes for 36 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to get him for a loss of about 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10.
Set. Get it. Great. Hey.
To throw is Newton. He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Newton hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
180.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Brett Kern now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Detroit! Detroit!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And just shedding him off there. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Now a play fake here on first down. Out to the left here to Reed. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. And he'll take this one down near the 15. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they pick up the 1st down there with a gain of 4.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. He's at the 50, the 40, 20, 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. What's good on the extra point? And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He'll be brought down at the 43. Joey Bosa in on the stop. The Saints on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Leopard! Leopard! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Gun!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. Incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
The Saints on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Now Cohen. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. With it is Jackson. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And on the ground they go with the running back. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent, and how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So for Atlanta, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
you